Hi, this is Lara for Elliott Wave Stock Market with your weekly analysis for US oil done on Tuesday the 11th of June. I'm recording this video now 10 to 6 or 5 to 6 in the evening New York time, Tuesday the 11th New York time. At the daily chart level, the wave count remains the same. I'm still expecting a bit more upwards movement before the structure is complete for a minor degree second wave. Minor wave 2 may not move beyond the start of 1, which is off to the left of the chart and has its start at 100.43. The target is really close to that at 98.36. Minuet wave C would reach 0.618, the length of minuet wave A, and that would complete the second zigzag in a double for minor wave 2. I'm expecting a bit more upwards movement, but it could be over quite quickly. We're getting really close to the end of this structure. It's most likely we're going to see a new high beyond this point, but it's not a requirement for this wave count. It would just give it a really good look. When we have a completed 5-wave structure up for minuet wave C at that stage, look out for a trend change and a new third wave down. We will have that confirmed when this channel containing the zigzag of minute wave Y is very clearly breached with downwards movement. So do keep drawing this channel on your daily chart. It's going to be useful to indicate an upcoming trend change. Let's have a look at this hourly structure where the start of minuet wave C will be just off to the left of the chart, and the end up here is the end of the third wave within it. It starts off to the left of the chart. We have subminuet 1, subminuet 2 ends here, subminuet wave 3 is just 4 cents off, 1.618, the length of the first wave. We have a completed zigzag over here for a fourth wave, probably over here. This is probably where the final fifth wave up has begun. At 96.49, subminuet wave 5 would reach equality in length with the first wave, and that would give the C wave impulse a really typical Fibonacci ratio between its first, third and fifth waves. However, I do find it's really common to see a nice ratio between 2 of the 3 actionary waves within an impulse, and not always as common to see a ratio between all 3. Certainly possible, just not as common. And so for that reason, I'll favour the upper end of my target zone. I'm still expecting a fair bit more upwards movement before the C wave structure is finally over. Within the final fifth wave, no second wave correction may make a new price extreme beyond the start of its first wave. Movement below 94.07 would invalidate this wave count. One word of caution though, we could be getting closer towards the end. This is a final fifth wave of the final C wave of the final second zigzag in the double, which is getting really close to completion. From this low on upwards, as soon as we can see a completed 5-wave structure, and so far it looks like we may just be having a 3, we may be seeing a leading diagonal unfold here, but as soon as you can count 5 waves up from this low, at that stage this short-term invalidation point will no longer apply, and even if we have a truncation, we have to accept there's a possibility once we have a 5 up complete that the whole structure right up to minor degree may be over. If that happens and price moves below the short-term invalidation point, which at that stage should be removed, but if it makes a new low below this point and moves strongly and clearly below this channel on the hourly chart, you may have your very first early indication that it's possible we've seen a trend change. At that stage, go back to the daily chart and look for that wider channel, the green channel on the daily chart, to also be clearly breached. And when that happens, we shall have trend channel confirmation that minor 2 is over and minor 3 downwards is underway. However, what I expect is most likely is we're probably going to see a few more days of slowing, choppy overlapping, generally trending upwards movement for a final fifth wave. So last analysis, I was expecting more upwards movement for oil. That's what we've got. The structure's incomplete. The final fifth wave up needs to be over. I'm expecting a bit more upwards movement for oil. We may have a trend change sometime during this week. It could be at the end of the week or a little bit longer. It depends how long this final fifth wave ends up being. That's all for me today with your oil analysis, and I hope that everybody had a fabulous week.